It's tied 18-22. Last night, the Cruiserweights once again closed out Monday Night Raw, all thanks to the realest champion in the room, Enzo Amari, your Cruiserweight champion. The Cruiserweights needed Enzo Amari. When the Cruiserweight division first started out, I was telling people this thing gonna be a flop from the jump because a lot of guys in the Cruiserweight division do not stand out at all. These guys can do a bunch of moves. There are other guys like Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and such can do the same thing. So it do not make these guys stand out. You put in Enzo Amari. I've been telling people the longest. Once Kaz got injured and the feud was over, I kept telling people the thing that WWE needs to do is put Enzo in the Cruiserweight division, and it's been the perfect fit. A guy who stands out, who looks different, who's dressed different, who has charisma, who can cut a promo, who has personality. And this what the division needed. And they finally got it. Now Enzo, not the best in the ring, but Enzo being in the Cruiserweight division shows why being a great in-ring wrestler is highly overrated when it comes to the professional wrestling business. Wrestling is entertainment. So, being the best wrestler in the world means nothing. Now, if it was legit sport, yes, it would mean something, but it doesn't. It's about personality. You gotta talk your way into wanting to watch someone like Enzo Amari get pounded like he did last week on Monday Night Raw, when you had the crowd chanting, "You deserve it," with Braun Strowman attacked after the show, and before the show was over, you had the Cruisers attacking him. He's that type of guy. Enzo is a face, but he comes off as a heel. He talk trash, get beats up. That will want to make somebody say, you know what, I can't stand this guy so much because he talks so much. I would love to see him get his ass kicked. And Enzo can be both sides of the face. You love so much, you love saying the catchphrases, but he can also be a heel. So this guy basically like, he's all in one. He's what they call him again? A tweener, you call him. He's not really a tweener, but he can come off as a tweener. The way they treat him as a babyface. Enzo, it's money. This guy move merchandise. When he's saying it, it's the truth. When I went to Monday Night Raw, right, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, man, I see women, Enzo shirts, certified G1s, men, little kids, Enzo chain, wigs. I mean, he had the most merch during that night on Monday Night Raw. I couldn't believe it. I heard about the merch he sold with Kaz at the time when they was together. But man, I didn't know it was like that. I mean, I couldn't believe how much Enzo shirts I saw on fans during that Monday Night Raw show I went to not too long ago. This man is someone that Triple H actually did good with signing. Because so many guys that Triple H signed don't bring nothing new to the table. Enzo Amari brings something new to the table. Finally, we getting something different on the main roster. This guy can cut a promo. Last night, he cut one hell of a promo on the Cruiserweights. The Cruiserweights have a story that's finally built in. The Cruiserweight division never had a storyline once it first started. And I'm so excited to watch the Cruiserweights because you finally got somebody who gave it a shot in the arm, who has the personality, who could bring out storytelling. Some of these guys can't bring out a story. Besides Brian Kendrick, that's it. Brian Kendrick is the only two guys who can bring out a story. And we finally got it. Kalisto, now, debuted last night. He will be part of the Cruiserweight division. Now you got a story with Enzo and Kalisto. Enzo and Neville. So now you got these stories going on. Finally, the WWE. I've been waiting for a long time to actually want to get invested in the Cruiserweight division. Now, with Enzo in the division, I can finally start watching this show. I haven't watched one single episode of 205 Live. Now I'm seeing what they continue to do, Enzo. I can actually take a look at it. That's all we want from the Cruiserweight division. Make it stand out different and give it storylines. You just can't have wrestling matches. That cannot sell. What Enzo is doing, he is selling the division of him being a star. He's going to carry on his back. Right there, last night, that was it right there for the WWE. To show people that when you take a character and put him in his division, it does wonders for the division. And the best thing about the story for Enzo being in this cruiserweight division is that he's an outsider. Because the cruiserweight division is about, respect. We shake each other's hands before the match start. We are good wrestlers. But when you got somebody who's not a good wrestler, when you got a lot of fans who love guys who are just wrestlers, those fans will get invested in. I don't like Enzo Amore. He's not a good wrestler. So it builds a great story that you have an outsider who's not a cruiserweight wrestler, who cannot pull up the moves they can do. So you got the fans who are going to dislike Enzo. They're going to want to pay money to see Enzo lose. So it's all over Twitter. A lot of fans don't like Enzo because he can't wrestle. But that adds a huge story. Now, if Enzo was a good wrestler, then him being in the cruiserweight division doesn't add much. But now Enzo got to cheese weight into being a cruiserweight champion, like he did against Neville. You had all these storytellings of Enzo Amore because he is not the best in-ring wrestler. So now you have people who do not like Enzo because he can't wrestle. You have people, fans like me, who like him because he's not the best wrestler, but he is one of the best characters on television. So it's a great mixture for both fans. Now, we'll get more guys like Enzo Amore in a W. It can make W more compelling television because then you give us stories. The reason why W is lacking in storylines is because you got so many guys on the roster who cannot tell a story. To tell a story, you got to know how to talk on a microphone. Doing a bunch of wrestling matches, building up each week cannot tell you a story. You got to talk people into the building. And that's what Enzo Amore has been doing. Who would have thought that the Cruiserweights would have closed out 2 straight weeks of Monday Night Raw? It finally happened last night because of one guy, the certified G and a bona fide stud, Enzo Amore. Thank you, WWE, for seeing the potential Enzo Amore. The guy has it. Somebody that stands out. Same size to the other guys, but he still stands out. Just look at him. He looked like nobody else on that cruiserweight roster. And that's why I'm a huge fan of Enzo Amore. I've been a huge fan of Enzo Amore for the longest because I said the guy has a personality. The guy can talk on the microphone. There's nobody in that cruiserweight division who can really touch him besides Brian Kendrick. Can't forget Brian Kendrick. He's one of those guys I like. So, thank you, Enzo Amore. You saving a dead division. Now we can all finally get into the cruiserweight division because W is disappointed in the cruiserweight division. They took an outsider out the division, add him to the division to make the division entertaining. So give me your thoughts on the video right here about Enzo Amore in the cruiserweight division. Do y'all like that he is in the cruiserweight division, or y'all are not a fan of the cruiserweight division with Enzo being the lead dog? So don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.